The Minnesota governor wants taxpayers to pay for the damage caused by rioters. You'll see a damn riot if you try to get people to pay for the damage caused by lawlessness that you created, you coddled, you encouraged, and now you refuse to take responsibility for. Tim Walz, Minnesota governor, has asked the president for a federal disaster declaration, and they want our federal tax dollars. I don't work my ass off so that I can pay for the buildings that are burned by the Marxist anarchists that are encouraged to go out and commit property destruction by Democrats who give it sanction by silence. Somehow, instead of actually condemning the people that do the stuff, they go and they twist it and they're like, oh, well, it's Trump's fault. Walz writes the president and says that they need for the state of Minnesota to be declared a major disaster area because they want to be able to have access to our tax dollars. And they said that they said theirs were depleted because of coronavirus, which is a bunch of BS. Why is it that all these areas that have a greater population than some of these other states, these areas that have a greater population and higher taxes, how in the hell are they running budget shortfalls? How do they get depleted by coronavirus? And now they have all this damage from riots. When you have the places that they mock, where they don't have high tax rates, where they have actually fewer people, and they're dealing with less of a catastrophe because they have better policies, they're not dealing with budget shortfalls, and they get in less revenue than these other areas. It's the difference between stewardship of public money. No, maybe they could fundraise for it with Act Blue. Fundraise for the funds needed, or ask George Soros, or maybe some of these rich celebrities that were paying for all of the bail money for these people who were burning down buildings and punching people in the street. Maybe all of those rich celebrities could give money to Tim Walz. I think he needs to readdress his letter, not to the taxpayer, which ultimately that's what this letter's to. I think he needs to readdress it to all those rich celebrities that were bailing out all the lawbreakers that were doing the destruction. Why not ask them? I mean, clearly they've demonstrated that they have the money, they have the means to do so. But this is not the taxpayers' responsibility. And I'll tell you, you want to see a riot, then you make taxpayers who are already stretched to the hilt assume the cost for the lawlessness you encouraged. Telling you. Now, this is not their responsibility. I've given you a couple ways. It's not, we don't need another paycheck protection program to do this. I mean, really, ultimately, maybe Democrats could do a whole fundraiser. Yeah, it wasn't a protest. It was a revolution. That's what all of this was.